it's time for the video of the day. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to this episode. We have a week until Christmas. It is actually 2:11 on Tuesday morning right now. So we have a week until Christmas, 1 week until Christmas. And I hope everybody is going to have a great Christmas. I know we at our house are going to have a great Christmas. I came in to this episode really not knowing exactly what I wanted to do with this episode. But I wanted to ask each of you, is there something particular that you do at your house that you do every Christmas? It has to be done every Christmas. Maybe it's a decoration you put on the tree. Maybe it's something that you do, having dinner or something specific. Maybe you have to have, every year you have to have turkey. Okay? Or you have to have a pumpkin pie. If you don't have a pumpkin pie, well, it's just not Christmas. Is it going to someone's house? I know when I was younger, and I probably mentioned this before in my Christmas videos, that yes, my motor just shut off on my truck. That going to Grandma's house. We used to go to my grandmother's house on Christmas Eve, and all of the grandkids, all the kids and grandkids would come over to Grandma's house, and that was when they lived in Flint. They lived in the city, and she had a little 3-foot tall Christmas tree that they had on a card table, and there would be so many presents you couldn't see the card table. That was something of my childhood Christmas that I remember. And I just wondered, what do you guys do for your Christmas now? And what kind of memories do you have of Christmas? As I talked about a few videos ago, Christmas is a time for family. Okay? So maybe it's spending time with family. I have gotten into the habit of listening for Christmas songs on the radio. And this year, I think I've heard all the Christmas songs, with the exception of It Came Upon a Midnight Clear and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I have not heard Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer on the radio. I heard it on my YouTube. I went on YouTube, was listening to my Christmas tunes on there. But I haven't heard it on the radio. Which is kind of weird. And then I got thinking about it this last week, and I thought, I haven't heard Away in a Manger. And then all of a sudden, I've heard it like 3 or 4 times. So maybe I heard it and didn't realize it. But I have not heard It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. I know that's probably not, a real big song, but I remember singing it every year in church. We get to sing it at least once. It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. And there was a movie called It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. It had Mickey Rooney in it. And not Mickey Rourke, Mickey Rooney. Who said Mickey Rourke? No, I didn't say Mickey Rourke. I said Mickey Rooney. No, I didn't. I said Mickey Rooney. Just stop arguing with me. It may look goofy to you, but the person that's out there arguing with me. Anyway. The other thing that I remember from my youth is when I was in the youth group at my church. And even before that, I remember as a little kid getting a group of people together from the church and going out to different shut-ins. The elderly people of the church that were shut-ins, or even just some of the elderly people, and caroling at their house. And we'd go and we'd sing at the front door, and they'd come and open the door, and they'd let us in, and we'd stand in their living room, and they'd bring out fudge or brownies or something, and then we'd sing a couple more carols, and then we'd go on. Of course, we always wrapped it up with "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," and then we'd all pile back into the van, and we'd all go to the next one, or we'd pile into our personal vehicles, whatever we took. I can remember doing that. I kind of miss doing that. But that that's kind of something of the past, I think. I don't think people do that anymore. I don't. I got a personal story on that, but I'm not going to share that here. Because I was told that if I told anybody about it, Other than my wife, I would get killed. So, and it don't matter because I don't think he'd find out about it anyway. But anyway, but caroling, that's something that I don't see anymore, and I haven't done it in a long time. And it may have just been a church thing with the church that I was going to. Because even after I left that church and went to a different church, we never did it. I remember we used to go, there were two homes, I don't know what you call them now. We used to call them old folks' homes. There was Kithaven and Clara Barton. And we used to go to both of them every year. And we'd go caroling through the halls. And the people loved it. I mean, we get smiles and laughs and handshakes and Merry Christmas, and we get all kinds of, and we would do it. I think we went to those two, but I think we had somebody from our church in each one of them. And then, of course, the Clara Barton home burned down, and they never rebuilt it, as far as I know. But what do you remember from Christmas? Maybe it's just setting up the tree. Maybe it's the kids and setting up the tree. Maybe it's waiting until the kids were good and asleep on Christmas Eve and getting the presents out and putting them under the tree. Whatever it is, just leave me a comment. Let me know what is it you do on Christmas that you have to do, or it's just not Christmas. Okay. I'm gonna try and do another episode before Christmas. I've only got one more week and I'm going home. So I've been out here for 6 weeks. I stayed out here for 6 weeks for the sole purpose of getting my normal day off, which is Monday night, is my normal night off. And next Monday night, of course, is Christmas Eve. And so I get Monday night off, and then I get Tuesday off because it's Christmas. It's automatic. Don't ask me to work. It ain't going to happen. But in any event, spending Christmas with your family. I hope everybody gets a chance to spend Christmas with their family. And I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. But remember, as you're spending Christmas with your family, it's not about the presents. Okay, and it's if you got lots of presents, that's great. Okay, but it should be about the time that you spent with your loved ones. The time you spent with your kids. Okay? Where your kids aren't staring at the TV, doing the same thing, Or they're on the computer, pecking away. You're sitting there, you're talking, maybe you got a Christmas story going in the TV in the background. That used to be one that I know somebody that watches the videos. That used to be one that they had to do every year. Because WTBS would play the Christmas story over and over and over again. And they would have to have the TV on with the Christmas story going. Or it just wasn't Christmas. I don't know if they still do, but that was what they used to do. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up, get this put on for you. Again, please be careful. This is the week leading up to Christmas. There's going to be a lot of people out shopping. There's going to be a lot of crazy people driving on the road wanting to hurry up and get to Walmart or get to Target or get to wherever so they can get that gift for somebody, and they're going to be hurrying, and they're not going to be paying attention where they're going, all right? So if you pay attention to where you're going, okay, then we won't have to worry about them, okay? So please be careful out there. Also, watch for scams. They're all over this time of year. Okay, not to say they're not there during the year, but they're more so during Christmas time. They're trying to rip you off for things. So beware of that. Watch out for those things. And please be careful this holiday season. I want everybody to be here after the holidays are over. I don't want to have to hear about anybody being in an accident, being in the hospital, being hurt, or even worse, being killed. All right, so be careful out there. Have a Merry Christmas. Pass the holiday cheer on to someone else. If you know an Ebenezer Scrooge, wish him Merry Christmas. If he don't like it, too bad. Wish him Merry Christmas again. If he says, that offends me, too bad. Wish him Merry Christmas again. You're in America. We celebrate Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays. All right? We're close enough to Christmas. It's Merry Christmas now. The Hollow Giving Mass holiday is almost over, so we don't need to say Happy Holidays anymore. It's Merry Christmas. Then after Christmas, it's Happy New Year. But for now, for our case, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And until next time, this is your host of the video of the day, Greg the Crazy Trucker, out here on the highway, creating havoc. Like, comment, share my video. Until next time, see ya! Got that all mixed up at the end.